Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Sweets the Queen DIY. So today I'm going to be installing these arts 3D panels and whitewash to my kitchen floor. And I'm going to be trying to do an offset pattern. It's called. They have different patterns, examples, but I was like, I don't want it to be plain, but I don't want it to be easy peasy looking either. So for this pattern that I'm doing, I have to start with one panel in half to make the offset. So these are 36 inches long. I have my tape measure here and my box cutter. So yes, they're 36 inches long. So that means 18 inches is half. So in order to start along this panel, this line in my kitchen, I'm doing it horizontal. It looks vertical, but I'm doing it horizontal once you guys see the finish. But I have to cut the ones along the edge. I have to start with a half of one to give that offset pattern. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do this with two different colors. I don't know. That wouldn't really look right to me, I don't think. But we're about to see. So 18 inches is right here. I'm gonna take my box cutter and hey, excuse the technical difficulties. So as I was saying, not technical difficulties, but difficulties. As I was saying, at 18 inches, since these are 36 inches, to cut it in half to get that offset effect, at 18 inches, I'm cutting it in half. Right here, I'll just you probably can use an X-Acto knife for this too. And it just comes right apart. So I have like paper towel here, just so I can dust. I got mops and everything, prep the floor, but just so I can, wipe before I stick it on. I was using a picture from where I bought this on Amazon. I'll try to put the links down below. I'll try to do that for all my videos, but I was going off a picture that, as a suggestion from the seller, basically how to start the pattern. Let me see if I can show you guys. Like this right here. It's like a little sample, and I'm going with this middle one. One starts with a half a plate for this one. And you want to definitely pull the paper off in the arrow direction. And I'm going to take it and flip it. Not me. Can literally say I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this. Or blood and sweat anyway. Cut myself, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna try to line this up with the floorboard the best I could. But they're like like they're not exactly straight. And I don't want to really lift this up too much after sticking it. No, that is some good adhesive. Okay, so this is my first time using this, you guys. I'll probably definitely use some more, but be careful with. Maybe I should have started it right here. It's like a little out of the kitchen, but then, let's see if it will let me pick this up at all and re-stick it a little further up, because I really, and where the tiles is, really should start it right here, right? Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, nope, broke it. I broke it. Or you know what? Maybe I can cut tiles later, because no, it's over. Okay, so we're going to take one of the half pieces. Excuse me, guys. Let me take one of the half pieces and basically started right next to this one. It's called the offset. And you guys cannot see. Hold on. Okay. Make sure you lining them things up good because once they stuck, they stuck. This adhesive is so good. The part that I picked up, it's not coming back down. I mean, it's going back down. It keeps coming back up, but it was stuck down the first time, and I pulled it up. So you guys be real careful with using these Art 3D panel peel and stick that you place them where you want to place them when you place them, because so right here, I'm measuring again 36 inches, 18 is half, and I'm cutting them in half to get that offset effect. Shout out to offset. That offset effect with starting with like every other one long, one short, one long, one short. Now right here I kind of messed up. What I should have did was cut the square out, the corner out, and just lay the piece to match it with the other short ones. But I just did stuff all backwards. I cut it the whole thing and then filled in the piece afterwards. Oh, and let me please stress, y'all. Use scissors, because I was using a box cutter, X-Acto knife, all of that. And I could have used scissors the whole time. See, right here is where I realized, like, I could have just, instead of just cutting the whole piece off, I should have just cut the corner off and just laid, and just had a little piece, a smaller piece left over. And then it kind of, I don't know, it kind of made my pattern off a little bit. Not really, but a little bit, because, and over there underneath the counter, make sure if you have any counters, you get as close to the counter as possible. What I did was, a little help easier FYI, but like around I was later. And any little pieces or cracks or anything corners, anything that you want to fill in later, you can always take time. Like how you see I have that line there. It's like a kind of a thick space a little bit versus all the other close lines. I don't know what happened there, but you can just always cut some tile later on, like thin strips, like you see what I'm doing, and put them in and fill them in the lines. You gotta excuse me, y'all. I got like my little workout clothes on and all that underneath my little work clothes and my work shorts, and you know. I'm looking real bummy in the videos, but it's all right because I'm working. I'm working. So here, guys, I'm getting towards the back of the kitchen. When I tell y'all my knees, boy, I'm gonna have to give me some knee pads for these projects because your girl can't do it. Your girl can't do it. Not on not. It's too much, child. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, all you gotta do is make the illusion that the towels are going under your appliances. You don't have to be moving stoves and refrigerators. Just move it over a little bit. Um, yeah, to make the illusion that it's under your stove and fridge and everything else. On the side here, I had to come and, like I said, guys, use scissors. These box cutters, X-Acto knives, not even worth it. Scissors is just fine. But yeah, I had to go move the stove over a little bit just to get the towels over there. So I'm getting over to the fridge, like I said, and as y'all will see, I'm just getting closer and closer to the fridge. And then I went in on the sides and, put a little half of towels back there on the sides to give it the illusion that it's going under the fridge as well. Measuring again. Told y'all my knees was getting the best of me. Told y'all it's crazy. Yeah, I had to measure and cut. I had to, like, once I got towards the end, I did have to piece things together, like, measure. Definitely lay down a practice piece first to measure. Do not rip that paper off trying to measure anything. You will be wrong. I did that a couple times, and I'm so glad, I'm learning as I go. Measure before you rip that paper off, please, because, ooh, wee. For the part by the stove, like I showed you guys the other side, what I did was I laid the towel down, then slid the stove over. We'll have hubby slide the stove over, and then I put the towel down and then slid the stove back center, so it gives that illusion that the towels are under the whole stove. So right here, I already had a few cut pieces. So I was trying to like measure. If I don't have to cut, then I wouldn't cut one. But I was trying to get a perfect like set. So I cut a few. I cut a few of the tiles, but it all worked out in the end. So here, you guys, I was cutting strips of small pieces to go in and fill in gaps and cracks like along that floorboard there where I'm putting these pieces in. So here, my youngest daughter caught herself trying to help mommy. She was just all in mommy's way. But I came back to cut this piece. I had to measure and cut that piece that I was telling y'all about earlier that I should have just, just cut the piece while I was laying it. But I ended up having to go back and do it later. I'm taking my X-Acto knife because I think when I bent it, it kind of made like a little overlap, so I had to cut like a little tiny strip off, but that strip helped me for later, filling in another piece. So here I was using like the remaining pieces that I had marked earlier to go up under my cabinet. Like I said, it's not like I'm moving cabinets. Funny if you would have got that inside joke. It's not like I'm moving cabinets or anything like that. So you just bring your tile up to meet wherever your cabinets are, your appliances, and everything like that. Don't make your, job harder.
She's almost ready. Giving her a little sweep, little whoop wop, little glide, the broom, and all that. And here she is. Here she go, y'all. It's the white wood for me. It's the white wood grain for me. This is me. That little space right there is for my deep freezer. I told y'all, work smarter, not harder, you know. Deep freezer going there, don't need to do all that. I'm practicing for my house, y'all. Look, this is just because you live in an apartment don't mean you can't spice nothing up. You can't do it how you want. And y'all, just stay tuned because this is just the beginning for this kitchen makeover. Just the beginning. It's a full kitchen makeover coming soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. This was just the first part. And y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe. Definitely let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, okay? And I'll see y'all later.